Come in. Yes?
Sir, I would like to know when exactly you propose to kill us.
You're drunk.
No more than most people on the base, but yes, I'm drunk.
Then go to bed. I'll speak to you in the morning.
I will go when you've answered my question, sir.
I've already told you that we have supplies...
With respect, sir, that is not what I asked you. I assume that at some stage you will have decided that we will all be poisoned, or whatever you think best. I'm just asking, with respect, to be told when.
Even if what you think is correct, and I'm not saying that it is, I have no intention of telling you or anybody else.
I have the right to know, sir.
Go and sleep it off. I'll speak to you in the morning.
Shall I tell you why I have the right to know, sir?
You're in no state to tell anybody anything.
Because I'm going to take my share. Nobody else's, just my share. All the food, all the drink that is rightly mine, and I'm going to get so drunk. And then I'm going to kill myself.
Oh, now, you listen to me.
No, you listen to me. Dear God, I've listened to you often enough. You've told me when I work, when I sleep, when I eat, when I go and leave, everything. But there's one thing you're not going to decide. You are not going to decide when I die. Do you understand that, Dr. Calder, sir? I have the right to that decision, not you. Who the hell do you think you are? You're not God Almighty.
I am the director of this base. Now go to bed, and that's an order.
An order? You stand there when the entire Earth is dead. And everybody who put you where you are, they're dead. And the whole stupid, silly base is collapsing around you, and you say, you're the director. You give orders. Well, let me tell you something. If you kill us, and don't eat or drink whatever it is yourself, you'll be the only man left alive. Have you thought of that? You can stand out there alone and shout out to God. Right now, there's just you and me. Do you know something else? You'll try to give orders to God.
We'll discuss all this in the morning.
But I believe in God, you see. At least I was brought up to it. It's the sin against the Holy Ghost. Despair. Despair of salvation. Did you know that?
Yes.
Well, it's not as if... Well, it isn't a sin, is it? Despair. When there's no hope.
David, please come quickly. Please come quick. No!
Shut up a minute, can you? Look, what happened to me? All women are the same. Look at that bitch Paula. You lead them on and then nothing. No! Suppose I'm not good enough, huh? Singer members only, is that it? If I were Michelle LeBrun, huh? Oh, you're precious! Come! No! What the hell do you think you're doing? Well, sir, we're just having a drink.
Get to your quarters. I'll deal with you in the morning.
And just what do you think you'll do to me then, huh? Get to your quarters. I'll deal with you in the morning. Do as I say.
Good morning.
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 I want a word with you all. Last night we had a little trouble. Fortunately, nothing very serious happened. A member of staff has apologized, and so the incident is now closed. But But you must all realize that we're going to be under great strain from now on. It's up to the senior members of staff to set an example. Tom.
Yeah?
You haven't shaved.
Sorry?
Bruno, you look more like a plumber than a scientist. We will continue to live and work exactly as we've always done.
And we will all whistle Rule Britannia as the ship goes down.
Oh, you mentioned that you've done some work on photosynthesis. I would like to see it.
Of course, after breakfast.
David. I've got an idea.
Ah.
What Bruno said about the ship going down.
I thought it better that I didn't hear that.
No, but we've got a ship. We can go down to Earth.
Huh?
With the lunar shuttle.
But that's not designed for a moon-Earth trip. It wouldn't stand re-entry
No,
into
but we
the
can
Earth.
rig up some sort of a heat shield.
See you in my office.
If we use the minimum possible fuel for liftoff. I mean, take a risk, it's worth it. We might...
Two irresponsible children still planning this scatterbrain idiocy.
Sir Benjamin, with all
You
due
are
respect,
intellectual
sir.
incontinence. Ideas dribble from you without either volition or control.
I realize that whoever goes on this trip will probably
die. Do you still boggle at the idea? And of course they will die. Everybody will die. That is not the point.
And what is the point?
The point is that you'll be giving those left on this base hope.
Well, is that so bad?
When men give up all hope of living, they accept death and become gentle. But once you allow them to hope, then envy, anxiety, and fear nurture their will to survive. They will become desperate enough to destroy each other and to destroy you.
I still think it is my duty to try to contact Earth.
May I ask you something else?
Of course.
We are, as you say, all that is left, but we are more than that. Man, in a typically childish way, has set fire to his own blue touch paper and failed to stand well back. So we here are the sole repository of human experience.
I suppose we are, yes.
There is one last thing that we must do. We must record, as far as we can, all that our species has achieved. Such knowledge as we can collate and remember must be recorded so that it can be useful one day to whoever finds it.
What we don't record will be lost for eternity. I can imagine no greater responsibility. And we'll need someone to make the trip. With the power available, that load has got to be just one man.
I'll go.
We need you here. As you've made a point in observing in the past, you're the only one who knows the plumbing.
But you'll need somebody with basic astronaut training.
I have such training. Please? Should like very much to be the one to go.
Very good. Now, I don't know whether you'll reach Earth or what you'll find there. But if there is a future for us, it's in your hands.
What's the verdict, Jose?
She's very thorough.
You happy about the port stabilizer?
Oh, good for another 50 tips, mister, here.
One'll do. Right. All we need now is the pilot and we're in business. Anyone know what's happened to Bruno?
He left the soothing up room some moments ago. He should be with you by now.
Yeah, well, he's not.
I'll check up on it, Tom.
What's up?
It's Bruno. He's managed to lose himself between the airlock and the shuttle. I'm going out to help look for him.
All right, Michelle.
Michelle?
What?
Looks like we've got an emergency on our hands.
Apart from the end of the world. What a bore.
Bruno! 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 Bruno!
No need to shout, my friend. If he hasn't switched off, you'll hear a whisper.
Let's try over there. Bruno? 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 There he is. Hello, Moonbase. It's okay, we found him.
Copy, Tom. He'd better get his skates on. What's he doing there?
Could be sitting this one out.
Maybe.
Bruno? 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 Well, old son, a fine dance you've led us. I can't.
Can't? Can't what?
It would be like blowing out my own brains. I couldn't pull the trigger. So that's it. I'm sorry, Tom. I can't go.
You won't have to.
Ignition. Lift off, Michelle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Radar lock on.
Copy.
You're looking good.
Good luck, Michelle.
Altitude
It's
500
ironic,
meters.
isn't it?
Trajectory
Man's last
nominal.
journey is back to his own planet.